Welcome to Busy Little Bee, where opinions sting, but the vibes stay sweet. Let the mayhem swing, but the vibes stay sweet. Let the mayhem sting, but the vibes stay sweet. Then subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the buzz.
Hey everybody, it's Busy Little Bee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about Rosie. I am behind on Rosie's current live streams, but I wanted to bring you the saga of London Boy. In 2024, Rosie began talking to London Boy, a guy that she met on a dating app, and she called it a vacationship. She was very, very into him until she wasn't, and then she still went to see him even though she knew she wasn't really into him. There's a whole lot. So we're going to be looking at this part of her lore, and it's from March 2024 until August of 2024. This will give us a little insight into how Rosie operates when she's casually seeing someone. Let's get started.
I'm really glad that even though I felt super guilty about it, I took 2 days in a row for my ADA time because I was experiencing like some burnout symptoms, and taking an extended break really allowed me like some restorative rest, even though I was literally battling with myself and like crying about it and all that, which is so frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. I just got a text. I'm like geeking right now because the hotels are booked. I'm so excited. I just posted an Instagram story like literally 30 minutes ago where I talked about how I'm actually down bad enough for somebody that I without prompting, without being asked, decided to take photos for them, which is like a thing for me. I don't do that unless I'm like actually invested in somebody, and in fact I genuinely don't think I've done that for anybody in the past 2.5 years besides. Anyway, point is, I was doing that and I made a little story about that, and then I just found out that like it's confirmed, and I just was like, I gotta turn on my vlog camera and geek about it for a second because I'm so excited. And I just, oh my god, I'm so excited because I'm going to Orlando to meet up, and it's gonna be like a 3, possibly 4-day thing, and I'm just really excited. Okay, that's it. That's the update. This like little parasocial friendship we have going. Love to see it.
So, as we heard, Rosie was doing her usual, oh, I need time off work for my mental health. And then she was very, very excited and tells us just how invested she is in London Boy. They've been talking on the phone for a while. It's not quite the same when they meet, though. Let's keep watching.
And then after my specialist appointment, I have to then drive to Orlando because my appointment's kind of on the way, which is a good thing. And I was not able to get this appointment for any other day. This still almost doesn't feel real. Like London Boy just sent me the plane selfie like a few hours ago. Because we were talking the other day, I was like, I can't wait to see the plane selfie because low-key, like, look, crazy shit has happened to many people, me included. And I'm always like, there's always that part of me, like, am I going to get ghosted? Am I going to get stood up? You know, which thankfully has never happened. Like, this is not the first time. Not to be annoying, but
Gotta love a good Rosie flex, right? Oh, I've never been ghosted. Oh, I've had so many people fly to meet me. The only people, according to you, who have shown interest in you before this were fetishists. So, I don't know if that's something I'd brag about.
this is not the first time I've like had people come to meet me or whatever that I've been talking to for a long time. And this pimple is pissing me off. And then the last thing that I need to pack up is I want to pack up some different like snacks and like food things, because I would like to try to not eat out 3 times a day. Oh yeah, and then I got my champagne toast body spray. I'm here. I don't know if this is going to be the first clip in the video or not. So if it is, hi, welcome to me. I don't know what's happening. I'm anxious. I'm about to meet London Boy in person for the first time. I just texted him because I think he might still be on the way from the airport. I don't know where he's at right now. But I am at the hotel and I'm geeking out a little bit because I can't believe this is actually happening. I don't know, man. Like, this is just like crazy because I've done this before. Like, I've had guys fly out to like meet me before. Like, this is not a new concept to me. Like, that's how I started an 8-year relationship, you know what I mean? Back in the past. But I am... It's been a really long time since I've met someone that, like, I've spent a lot of time invested in. Genuinely, I have not done this since 2013. I don't even know where this is gonna go, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is... This trip has, like, a lot weighing on it, because it's like, yeah, we'll either, like, vibe and it'll be great and we'll see where it goes from there, or, like, maybe we'll vibe and we realize it's just not gonna be more than a casual thing, or maybe we'll, like, hate each other. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you know, situations like this, like, they make me think about, you know, the time that, like, I road tripped 1,000 miles to go see my ex, or, you know, the time well, he flew me out last year to when we were considering getting back together. You know, actually it was like exactly 11 months ago that happened. I don't know, it's been, he said about an hour ago, so I don't know what's going on, and I don't have anything on me. Yes, I do. Y'all, I'm fucking ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. But you know what? It's not gonna bug me anymore. Oh, wait. This is so me coded, it's not even funny. I guess I'm gonna go. I don't know if I made this point completely earlier or not, but I don't know how much I am or I'm not gonna vlog, or what I will or won't be sharing before and after, like, because this could go any which fucking way, you know what I mean? But I'm just really hoping that it goes well, and that, you know, I get to, like, have fun and vibe and chill. Hi, it's the next morning. I woke up at like 6:30 in the morning or some shit. Yeah, it's currently 7:30. I walked for quite a good bit. I really pushed myself because this person is very athletic, the person I'm hanging out with. He walks a lot, and so I tried. And, you know, I actually am kind of impressed with how long I was able to walk without sitting. I really like him. I think he's cool. London Boy. The vibes are casual, which it's a vibe, but it's just interesting. I had like a moment last night when I was, like, of course not sleeping. I only slept like, what, 4 hours maybe? So I might have to nap or something. But this morning was really nice. This morning was really nice. And I'm feeling really good. And I hope that we still get to go to the gardens. And I'm really hopeful that my body will keep it together for this whole trip, even if I, like, have to go home and crash. And I don't want to put all my business out there. Like, I'm not the kind of person that, like, I don't want to turn my dating into, like, tea and, like, make it into, like, a content thing, because then dating will feel so manufactured. And, like, I'm looking to fall in love at some point. That's obviously not where I'm at right now. For me, it's like, I not only have to meet you first, I have to know someone for, like, a really long time for my wall to come down. $15 for a pass, and it's a 15 acre property, and they have all this, like, we just walked through the tropical garden, and I'm taking a break, and he was like, honestly, I want to go look at it all again. And I was like, great, I'll sit here while you do that. That's kind of how I'm, like, doing this with myself, because he's like, he likes to walk a lot. We're gonna be doing a lot of walking, but I'm also gonna be sitting and resting, so that way I don't, like, hurt my knee or, like, you know, wear myself out too much. What up, vlog? I'm about to head out because he's already outside. First of all, this dress we're gonna go see this movie called Tarot. It said it's a comedy horror. I've never really been into horror, but honestly, the trailer did look kind of good.
So I think we're gonna go do that, and I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner. Earlier this morning we went to Maple Street Biscuit Company and we went to Blue Gardens, and it was so much fun. So I'm wearing my swimsuit underneath this dress because hopefully to wrap up the evening we're going to the pool. I'm having a really great time. We ended up seeing Planet of the Apes instead. I didn't really know what was going on, but it was so fun. Like, it was so visually really cool, and just like there was a lot of visual storytelling, so that it was just nice. It was just, I don't know, I maybe if I started from the beginning I'd be like way more into it, but I was a little lost, I won't lie. I don't know how much I'm going to share exactly about everything, but I'm not like the kind of person to tell nobody my dating business, because I mean, yeah, I would make good content probably, but like I'm trying to, like, you know, not sensationalize relationships, because if it's going to be a real relationship I'm going to respect myself and whoever I'm dating, even if it's like someone I'm not going to end up dating like long term. You can really vibe with someone and like someone but just know they're not the one, because I don't want to, and I definitely don't want to seem like I'm talking shit about him. I actually really like him and would hang out with him again. I'm gonna go back to the deep end and float, I think. I'm so sore. I am so tired. My friend's out exploring right now, because I was just like, I don't got anything in me. I can't. He's being chill and understanding, which is like really cool, but I'm like, because I'm just flat out like, I don't want to hold you back, man. Like, he wants to go do stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be like hoity-toity or huffy-puffy because I'm huffing and puffing. That's not his problem. But I will say, as much as I'm hurting, I also feel really good. I've had a great time. Yeah, fresh kitchen bowl. Oh, she heavy. This was $20 of food, because I was like, add-ons, what are those? Upcharges, what does that mean? I don't know. So I got seasoned cauliflower mash with citrus chicken, barbecue chicken, shaved Brussels sprouts, golden chickpeas, and sweet potato. They have maple sweet potatoes. I don't remember what I've said. So there's like roasted almond on here. I didn't add any sauce yet. I got a white creamy ginger and something sriracha. I got so close to 9,000 steps, and I was not ready for that level of activity. I had a really great time hanging out and chilling and exploring. The Leo Garden was amazing, and I'm really happy because, like, as I was dropping my friend off at the airport, we were saying goodbye. He's being cute, it was whatever. And then he brought something up to me because it was something I had been thinking about, and I didn't know, like, I was gonna maybe talk about it in text later or something. But he said, you know, he had a really great time or whatever, but you know, with the distance and stuff, he wasn't really sure, like, beyond this meeting, like, if it was gonna go anywhere. I breathed a sigh of relief because I was just like, oh, okay, like, I'm so glad that my vibe was right, that we were on the same page there. Because the night before I had already decided, honestly, distance wasn't even an issue for me. That's what he said for, like, his side of his reasoning. But obviously I don't know if there are other reasons he didn't communicate it to me. But I knew from the beginning that distance was a concern for him in terms of, like, moving forward. And for me, I just, like, I didn't feel that, like, spark, that, like, thing, you know. I had a really great time. Like, there was chemistry, you know, it was chill. But there were just parts of it where I just was like, yeah, I don't think I want to pursue anything long term. Like, even if he moved here. Guy number 2 randomly started texting me for the first time in a while, and I was like, oh, okay. And we started talking, and I got icked out so hard. I got icked out so fucking bad by that man. I didn't want to get into it. I'm officially single. I'm in 0 talking phases. And honestly, I have, like, a lot of other priorities in my life. I've got some cool shit happening. I want to talk about what I'm doing, but I don't want to, like, show myself eating a bunch of unhealthy food, because, like, I don't want to normalize it, and, like, because of who I am and, like, what I've been through and what I've done, I guess I don't want to attribute myself to, like, normalizing it, but I also want to just, like, talk about this weekend and show that, like, you can have moments in time where, like, you just enjoy life, and then you get back to it. You don't just use those as excuses to, like, go back to old ways or, like, give up on what you're doing. The original vacation was supposed to go until, like, Sunday morning. So
Then some things changed, and that's when I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna vacation by myself.
So, as we see, the first meeting was kind of rocky. There were some issues, but I kept that last piece in because Rosie talks about how she doesn't want to be eating all big amounts of food on camera. Rosie from last year would like to have a talk with the Rosie from today, for sure. They don't even know each other. We're going to look at the live stream she did on August 4th. This was their next meeting. And then after the live stream is a vlog which she made. Part of it was from before they saw each other, and then when they were together, and then after she got home. So it's going to be a little bit wonky with the timeline, but I'm sure you guys can keep up. I want you guys to remember when we're watching this that the first time they met, Rosie had to stop everywhere they were to sit down when they were walking. She went to the pool without him so she could just sit there. We don't know where he was. She sat in the car and ate pounds of food while he was out walking, exploring by himself. So remember that when she tells you, oh, I thought we were going to get out and go do things. And, it's another excuse to complain. So let's go ahead and hear what Rosie had to say.
And I'm alone in here right now, but I think I'm gonna have a little bit of time to myself, so this might be like a 10-minute live, I don't know. I drove through a hurricane to get to this hotel room. Yeah, I mean, we had these different plans to do different things. We can't even go see like Deadpool, which is annoying. But and there's this whole situation with a rental car and him, and like it's too dangerous for me to take him to go drop off the rental car. It's just too dangerous. I literally was like at risk of hydroplaning on the way here. I'm bummed. I mean, we're just gonna be kicking it here. There's a restaurant within walking distance and on site, so we'll have places to get food. I really wanted to go to like Publix or something to get some snacks because I didn't come as prepared as the last time, as like the last visit. So, because I was like super busy. Just a reminder, if I abruptly end, the reason's obvious. Oh no, this isn't a business trip. He came to see me. Did I say it was a bit? I think I said that he gets like something in terms of like where we're staying through his job or whatever, but
So, what Rosie isn't telling us here is that London Boy had to bring his rental car back because he didn't want to keep it, for all the days he was there. If it wasn't needed, it cost a lot. He wanted her to follow him to take the rental car back so that she could give him a ride back. Instead, he's paying like $48 for an Uber to get back from the car rental place. That's what Rosie's not telling us. So when things go left, it's got a lot to do with her inability to step outside of herself, in my opinion.
because London Boy is currently running his rental car back to the airport, which is not that close. And then he's gonna need to take an Uber back because I feel like such a jerk, but I'm not comfortable driving in this weather. No, he's not at a different hotel. He's running his rental car, and the only place that's open that because it's Sunday is the one at the airport. Because we can't even like go to the movies. We can't like go anywhere. Like it sucks. Seriously. I don't know. It's just, and honestly, I think because of all the like shit going on and everything, the vibe's been a little weird, and it's just annoying because like, yes, we've been good. It's just like been a stressful time, and it's been affecting like I think both of our moods. When I first got here, things were pristine, but as the days gone on, it's just like we're both bored. Like we can't go do anything.
See, there's where she's wrong. They could go do something. Her fear of a thunderstorm is keeping her inside. It had let up hours earlier, but she was so scared to even leave the room. But she acts like it was beyond her control, and it obviously wasn't. I'm sure this annoyed London Boy because I'm sorry, if you're coming to a whole other country, you're not going to want to be stuck in a hotel room doing nothing. You know what I mean? You're going to want to get out and explore and experience and enjoy. But I think that Rosie lives a very sedentary life, and obviously London Boy, as she said, is athletic, and therefore he wants to go do things, and that's why this is not a good match at all.
And like, we're like a casual, the term one of my friends and I came up with was vacation ship. So like, this wasn't the plan. Hi West Coast, good to see ya. This wasn't the plan, so it just sucks that like the weather's been like this bad. It's not just like a little bit of rain, like crazy. No, they don't. I packed for the fucking pool and everything too. And I feel like a jerk because I'm not willing to drive in this weather, and that's gonna cost him a lot of money in an Uber, but I don't know, it's just weird. Cause I don't know how much I want to get into it, I guess, but it's just weird. Cause like, just been a lot of quiet time today, I guess. But I'm like completely detaching myself from Girl World, anything involving Girl World, any of the creators that I used to talk about and watch. The only ones I have not unsubscribed from are like Tiny Blue Anthropologist and Charlie Gold, and depending on how I feel about that in the coming weeks, I might unsubscribe from them too. Like, yeah, I'm hanging out with London Boy, but we wouldn't enter a relationship. The storm's calmed down. So it looks like it's calmed down, but there was a bit ago, like, thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that a lot, honestly. It like calmed down, and then it like it resurged, and it looks like it's calmed down again, but that's just Florida. I'm actually really good at finding therapists and like therapist shopping. Huh. Jump scare. Still subscribed to my ex-boyfriend. Bye. I wish I could kickbox like regularly, but my body's falling apart just trying to fucking survive. Because if you're only making videos for the views, then you're not making videos for the right fucking reasons. If you're doing it just for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Okay, so I've been live for almost 2 hours. I do not have a boyfriend. I am very single. Not everything needs to be serious, exactly. I refer to it as a vacation ship. I don't know how much longer I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that right now. It's been fun-ish, but it's just been like also a little boring. I'm having fun right now. Hope London Boy's okay. He's been gone a hot minute. He's been gone a while. We have a lot of packing to do. I'm exhausted. I don't know when you guys are gonna see me again. I might do some like pop-in check-ins. I may or may not go live from the hotel at some point, depending on how the weekend goes. But don't worry, I'm still trying to at least minimum 3 times a week get out public content, whether that's 2 videos in a live or multiple videos and however many lives. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to get out the door because it's about noon, and craziness is ensuing outside. It's really intense weather. If this wasn't like such a big travel and things, I would probably reschedule, but obviously that's not possible. That's where those are. Good, I wanted to bring these. So yeah, he texted me and he was like, I think you just want to have a stay-in day, and I'm like, yes, that is exactly what I want after this week.
You see what I mean there? He said, I hope you're okay with just having a stay-in day. And she's like, yes, that's exactly what I need after this week. But then in her life, she was just complaining about how boring it was because they couldn't go out and do anything. She acts like she didn't know before she left. That's how it was gonna be.
And the weather's like, we're kind of reined in, honestly. All right, we're packed. Ow. Got my extra shoes in there. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Today we're gonna be staying in the hotel. I may or may not even be going live. Honestly, I kind of need a break. I may not vlog much until it's all said and done. But it's been kind of crazy. And so I was a little delayed trying to get out of the house, and then I'm further delayed because of the weather. It's just annoying. He actually just texted me and told me to do valet parking, which I've never done before, and I'm like actually a little nervous about it. So I'm on my way. We're on like the 15th floor of this hotel. This is the nicest hotel I've ever been to. I forgot to give the keys to the lady doing the valet because I was like, oh, have you ever done valet before? Can you tell? And she laughed. But oh my gosh. Oh, what a crazy day. I almost like low-key died on the bridge. So that was not fun nor fresh. I'll tell you guys about that later. It's been a crazy day, unfortunately. The weather's been crazy, and I get here, we're hanging out, things are chill, things are good, and then we're downstairs, about to come upstairs. At some point, we went downstairs for some reason, I don't remember. And then, as we're about to get on the elevator, he goes, oh, by the way, unfortunately, I'm gonna need a ride to the airport. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you home, obviously. Like, I was thinking to myself. But I was like, I was confused, and he kept talking, and I was like, wait, you mean like today? And he was like, yeah, because it was cheaper to rent a car than to Uber or whatever. And I looked at him, and I was just like, because he rented it at like midnight or something, like 11 p.m. yesterday. And to get from where we're at to the airport, the only options are like 3 separate bridges, and each bridge is further away. So it's like, I don't know. We were like trying to figure it out, and then like we were like, at first he was like, yeah, I get it, like the weather's too bad. But he just started like pressing on the topic a little bit more because the rain's letting up, but it's still like crazy windy. And I just don't normally drive in this severe weather. Like, it's just, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm just like, he went to go out, he's like smoking outside right now, which is crazy. I was like, I feel like a jerk because like I really want to help him, even though this was sprung on me, which is double the amount of gas. But I don't know. This weekend is just not what I wanted it to be, and that sucks. I really wanted to go to the movies. I really wanted to like go do shit. And we're just like stuck in here with like literally nothing to do. And it's just annoying. I have an update. So he's gonna be Ubering back because he asked me, and I was just like, I just have a really uneasy feeling about it. And I'm just not comfortable driving, and I wish I didn't feel this bad. I'm such a fucking people pleaser. I feel like a dick. I'm almost home. I don't know where to start. I don't remember the last time I vlogged, to be honest with you. So, I guess for context to start, I'm gonna say I only slept like 2 or 3 hours last night. And I did something today that I haven't done in a really, really long time. A really long time. I genuinely can't tell you the last time I've consciously made the decision to lie about something, but that's what I did today. I lied to London Boy and told him that we were having like a flooding issue in our garage, and we in fact were not. I just wanted to go home. So I want to start by saying that I don't hate the guy. He didn't do anything truly horrible at all, honestly. But I realized some things, and this whole weekend was just kind of a shit show. With the storms, being stuck at the hotel, obviously the weather's a bit better today than it was initially forecasted to be. But I did a live yesterday, and I like briefly mentioned that there was like some stuff that happened, and the vibes were a little weird just because things were stressful, right? He came back after that live, and we chatted, and like it kind of got better for a bit. And then we went to bed, and he went to sleep, and it took me a while to fall asleep. And eventually I go to sleep, and within an hour he wakes me up because I'll be honest, this irritated the shit out of me, but not in like a super serious way, because it's not his fault that I'm a traumatized person, and when I'm startled awake, I'm hypervigilant as fuck and I can't fall back asleep. So he woke me up because I guess I had fallen asleep in a position where my head was more in the middle of the bed. But, like, I wasn't, like, touching him.
I understand that hypervigilance and the nighttime PTSD because of childhood stuff that happened to me. I also kind of operate that way. If I'm startled awake, it takes me a while to get back to sleep. However, am I going to be pissed off at somebody else for it? Is that going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back on whether or not we're going to see each other or not? Hell no. But I feel like this is just an excuse because things didn't work out. He was obviously very excited to get out and see Orlando, see the USA. And Rosie just isn't built for that, obviously. And she didn't even try. She wouldn't even drive 5 minutes to a movie theater in a little bit of wind. Like, she wasn't even trying, and she's making this excuse, and it's pitiful. To me, it's very clear that this wasn't her choice. You know what I mean?
And he said something. I was, like, not fully awake. But he seemed, like, really frustrated about, like, where my pillow was or something. I don't know. I was just really confused. And so I kind of woke up and I tried to fall asleep, but, like, my heart was racing. And I was up all night. So I think I fell back asleep for about an hour and a half around 9 a.m. and then woke up around like 10:30. Like, I'm giving rough estimates here. Initially, I was just pissy. Like, I wasn't necessarily mad at him. I was just mad. I was mad that I was woken up. I was like really tired, and I was laying there, and there's a detail that I didn't share with you guys about a few things, but specifically about the hotel room.
Another stupid excuse that she can use to cut off London Boy and it being her decision. Get ready for it. It's incoming. Holy shit, I can't.
In the last visit, I like consciously had a conversation with him because, like, listen, first of all, if you're dating a big girl in any capacity, casually or not, get a hotel room with a shower with a detachable shower head. Come on, basics, my guy. And so we had that conversation last time, and then this time I realized, like, as I was getting ready, I never had that conversation with him, and I was like getting ready to leave and like get to the car and stuff like a couple days ago, and I thought to myself, I was like, you know, I was honestly already having reservations about this trip, about the whole vacation ship thing, about the casual dating thing, because in the past few months, I've realized that I've hit an emotional place and frame of mind and state of mind post my breakup, post the past few years, that like I'm ready to pursue like a very serious relationship. Like I'm finally in that place emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And I figured out within the first 24 hours of meeting this person that he was not that person.
If that's the case, then why did you see him again? Then why did you make all this effort? That makes no sense. If you've been feeling like that the past few months, why have you not communicated that to him? Why was that not something that you took into account when you decided whether or not to make this trip? What you're saying does not add up.
I get there and I look up and I see it's a regular shower head, and I was just like, that's my sign. Because, I don't know. That is not the only reason. I'm keeping a lot of stuff to myself because, again, it's like smaller, pettier things.
Sure, Jan.
And I don't think he's going to watch this video. I don't think he's ever watched a video I've made because I genuinely don't think, like, he cares. I feel like I'm blocking my own blessings. I feel like being associated with somebody in the sense, like in such a casual manner, is blocking me from the love that I want, the love that I know will come, the love that I'm meant to have. And I feel shitty about it. I do. I'm not a liar. I don't lie. I didn't know what else to do. I like texted my friend about it a little bit, and I came up with a story that was believable. And honestly, he didn't seem that pressed about it. So I probably could have just told him the truth, but I didn't want to offend him. I didn't want to potentially hurt his feelings. He was like a band-aid for the loneliness. Life is odd, huh? I think it's time for this chapter to end. Quick little update regarding London Boy. I sent him a little message. Actually, it's kind of a long message. I was basically just like, hey, I don't quite know how to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. I'm paraphrasing here, but more or less I was just like, I realized that I'm not really interested in doing anything casually. I'm 32, and if I'm gonna be dating anybody, hooking up with anybody, hanging out with anybody, I want it to have serious long-term potential and like real feelings involved. And I think we're both on the same page that that's not where we're at. And, you know, all good vibes here on my end. But I just wanted to kind of communicate to you that, like, I'm done doing any kind of casual anything, which, honestly, he's the only person I had anything going on with by choice. I'm going to just spend some time being actually single and getting really comfortable with the uncomfortable feeling of not being involved with anyone until I meet somebody that I feel very mutually interested in and like a long-term sense. London Boy is done. And I'm cool with it. I'm the one who made the decision.
Again, they started out both wanting this to be a casual thing. He straight up said, I'm not looking for anything serious. She said, cool, me neither. And now she's like, oh, but I want something serious. And it seems like they don't see that in each other. I think maybe him a little more, because I think that if he wanted to get serious, I think she would have been down, honestly. But that was the London Boy Saga. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you soon with a new video. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.
Welcome to Busy Little Bee, where opinions sting, but the vibes stay sweet. Let the band swing, let the vibes stay sweet. Let the band sting, but the vibes stay sweet. Then subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the buzz.